I'm Grace Ruiter. I just finished my undergraduate, and this was my big final project that I did for my linguistics degree. So this is kind of a culmination of an entire semester's work of cataloging One Direction tweets and all of that fun stuff. Well, what I looked at specifically was the practice of shipping in the One Direction fandom, which is when fans are not just fans of the band, but fans of specific relationships between band members and other people, or even people inside the band. And it's actually what the relationships inside the band that interested me most. Specifically, one of them, Larry, which has become so popular that it's actually fan fiction about this pairing is the most popular form of fan fiction on the internet. I mean, the second most popular on the internet. And in a given month, there would be over 1 million tweets about Larry, or containing the word Larry. And what's especially interesting about it is that these fans who ship Larry not only ship it, but believe that the two members of One Direction in this relationship, Harry and Louis, are in a real relationship, despite the fact that they've both denied it. So what I wanted to find out was whether these fans who ship this relationship treat this relationship differently than fans who like other relationships within the One Direction fandom. So I compared samples of tweets about 6 different relationship pairings in the One Direction fandom, including Larry, 3 of them One Direction members and their actual girlfriends, and 3 of them One Direction members and other One Direction members. And what I found was that, yes, they do treat this relationship differently. They, for example, will say that Larry is real much more often than other fans. But what was actually most interesting was that they have become so powerful within this fandom that they have managed to actually suppress another group of shippers within the fandom. The Eleanor shippers, who are fans of what was at the time of the sample Louis Tomlinson's relationship with his actual girlfriend, their sample was almost completely written by Larry shippers who were suggesting that the relationship was not real and insulting Eleanor shippers. So these fans have actually become bullies toward other fans, and they have suppressed the official One Direction narrative about Louis Tomlinson's relationship with his girlfriend and replaced it with a narrative of their own in which Eleanor Calder, Louis' girlfriend, is a beard to cover up his homosexuality. So what's incredible about this is that without Twitter, it would be completely impossible for fans to organize in this way and to actually have their narrative become more powerful than the narrative that's being put out by One Direction's official PR team. So that's incredible. And the other things that's very interesting is in shipping a homosexual relationship, Larry shippers are not really a mainstream group. They're doing something that's arguably subverting the mainstream, and yet they have become bullies to other people. So even though they've experienced oppression, they've now become oppressors themselves. So these two things I think are very significant, not just for what they tell us about the One Direction fandom, but what they tell us about people in general and potentially about the power of social media in branding and in fandoms. I've learned so much about Twitter just at this conference today. I thought that listening to especially the talk by Jeff Kolb was very, very interesting, and I'm really interested in some of the methodological things that he suggested, and I'd love to try those out in some of my own research. I've also really enjoyed just learning about the different kinds of research that are being done on social media and on Twitter. I think it's super exciting to see all the different possibilities that we have now with this tool that is so incredible for researchers and for business people like